In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to create an Office 365 account. If you like our videos, please click subscribe or hit the bell icon for notifications. Or if you like our video, simply click like to help the algorithm. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this video. So the first step in creating an Office 365 account is to go to products.office.com, and then you'll find yourself on the Microsoft product page. You'll then be able to go to products, and under products you find choices for home and choices for business. So in this case, we will be looking at the differences between those, but we will be focusing on the business account. So when you click on either of those links, in terms of plans of pricing, you'll find the home version goes to this page, which then gives you the options for the personal Office 365 accounts, which is called Office 365 for Home. You'll then, on the business side, see also options for business accounts, and this will be called Office 365 for Business, although it's important to note at this point that Microsoft has changed the name of Office 365 to Microsoft 365. So it's no longer Office 365. They've changed it. Not very important. You can see that message here. It's just a name change, but for the purposes of this video, we thought it important to mention it. So if you look at these two options, the option that we would recommend is business only. We would also recommend an Office 365 Business Premium license. You can also go for the Essentials license if you buy outright up front. The difference between these two, the Business Premium and the Business Essentials license, is that you get a desktop install of Office with Business Premium. So the question you need to ask yourself in terms of choosing which option to go for, which license to go for, is do you need a desktop install of Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, and Access? If you don't need a desktop install of those, and you are happy to work with the online applications, then you can look at going for the Office 365 Business Essentials license. So that's the main difference that you need to take note of. Also, the difference between business and home is very important to note as well. We have some customers we've had customers that made the mistake of going with the home license, even though they are a business or a freelance business. What that means is that you can't get a custom domain for your business. So it'll automatically give you an email address that's at outlook.com. So mybusiness@outlook.com instead of your actual domain, which in our case would be newfangled.co.za or newfangledsoftware.co.za. And then we can have our email addresses as neil@newfangledsoftware.co.za. That's what a custom domain is. So we always tell customers it's always safer to go with the Business Premium license, because if you have changes that happen in the future, maybe you want to use your account for business, then you can do so going forward. So the first thing you need to do is click on the try free for 1 month. So you want to go and take advantage of the trial first. So on your first screen, it's going to ask you for your email address. This is your email address, not the email address that you're looking for to have own in the future. It's the email address that they're going to use to create the account. So in our case, that is Newfangled Software. .co.za. And immediately what it does, it tells us that we've already got an account because we already have an Office 365 account. We're just going to continue and create a new account. Then we're going to enter the details. Once we've put in the details, we go to the next step, and it's going to ask us to verify that we are a human by sending us a text message. So I'm going to receive a text message and send the verification code. As you can hear, I received the verification code over message, and now enter the verification code and verify the account. In this step, it's going to ask you to create a .onmicrosoft.com account. This is the default domain that comes with Microsoft Office 365. So in this case, you would normally just use your business name. So we have to use Newfangled Software Training 3 because we've created an account before under our name, and we want to check the availability of that, and it's available. So we're going to create the account with that domain. Then ask me to create the initial admin user. That's me in this case. So your first user that creates the account is also the admin user. So I'm creating the user with the default domain that Microsoft is giving me. I then sign up. Then we'll take a few moments to create the account. Then it will ask me to go set up my Office 365 account. So at this point, it's actually created the Office 365 account. It's now taking me to the admin center because I am the user that set up the account. I'm also the admin user. Therefore, I have access to the admin center. We will be doing some videos in future for the admin center. So going into more detail, there's a lot to cover for the admin center, and therefore we'll be breaking it down into multiple videos. So the admin center will first try to take you through some prompts. Because I am the first user, it's going to ask me if I want to install Office for Desktop or not. In my case, I don't want to install Office for Desktop. I've already have got it installed. But if you don't, you can download it. It will then take you through automatic prompts to install Office. So we're just going to continue. What we could do here is add our custom domain. So in our case, newfangled.software.co.za. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to stick with Microsoft's default domain that they provided to us. Here it's going to ask you if you want to add additional users to your account. In my case, I'm just going to create one user just to demonstrate how that works. And we've created a user. It asks me whether I want to send passwords to this user. Yes, I do, because they need to receive the password to open their account. You will also see at the top here, it's assigned automatically a Office 365 Business Premium license to my account. I will now also assign a Business Premium license to the new user. I have 25 available within the trial, and I can create up to 25 users if my business requires that. So we will then add users and assign the licenses. It will now ask me for an alternate email address. I normally have this as my own, as I am normally the admin user. I can then send an email to the user with their username and password, and there is on the right a preview of the email they will get. So I'll send that. So in this step, it wants you to activate, if you chose to add a custom domain to Office 365, you can set up what is called the DNS records here for the domain, so that you can use your new domain with your users and their email addresses being linked to that custom domain. In this case, we didn't set up a custom domain, so there's nothing to set up. We just continue. We then skip this step and we go straight to the admin center. So as mentioned previously, we will be covering the admin center in more detail in future videos, but for now, we're just going to stick to Office 365 and go straight to the Office 365 account that was created for this user. So once you go to the Office 365 dashboard, you will see at the top right, you can install Office for desktop applications from this screen. You will have all your applications available within Office 365. This is a view of the frequent apps that you use. So this will change as you're using Office 365. At the bottom, you will see your recent documents. You will see documents pinned for you. You will see documents shared with you, and you can discover any other documents being used by other users within the organization. We can also here click and look at all the apps available within Office 365. Because this is a admin user, we will see the admin portal available here that will not be available to most users, and you will see all the other applications available within Office 365. We can think of Office 365 as a platform or an operating system with a whole bunch of applications and productivity tools for your business to use. So in short, that is your Office 365 platform. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you have a good day.